happy Sunday. I hope you all had a really good day, and I want to welcome you all to the third segment of Crafts with Jazz. As you guys can see by the colors that I have on my table, the red, white, and blue, we are definitely doing a craft that has to do with the 4th of July. I figured that we would do a craft that you guys can use to decorate your 4th of July parties or cookouts. The craft that we will be doing today is this really pretty and really cool 4th of July decoration. In order to make this craft, you will only need a few things. You will need a paper plate, some scissors, a dark colored marker or pencil, some construction paper, one sheet of red and one sheet of blue. You will need the 3 colors of streamers, the red, white, and blue, and a hot glue gun. These materials are not going to cost you much at all. I got a pack of 100 paper plates for about $2 to $3 at Walmart. I got a pack of construction paper and all of these streamers in total for $4 at Dollar Tree. The first thing I did when I started making this craft was I outlined the inside of the plate with a marker or a pencil so that when we go to cut, it'll be easier to see. When you're done outlining the inner circle in your plate, this is what it should look like. And now we can go ahead and cut along that line that you drew. The easiest way that I did this was by going ahead and just cutting right down the middle. So that when we go around, it'll just make it go a lot easier instead of trying to poke a hole and cut that way. And we do have the hot glue gun, so we'll be able to seal this later. Now that we have the inside part of the plate cut out, we can go ahead and throw this part away because we won't need it anymore. And we can set aside this part of the plate until later. I went ahead and drew my star exactly the way I wanted it to be, and I cut it out so I can use it as a guide for the rest of my stars. If you guys go ahead and do this, you guys can use this star to trace the rest of your stars, and it'll make things go so much quicker for you. And my next trick on how I made all my stars super fast is this. I took my construction paper and I folded it hamburger style. So go ahead and fold your paper just like that. I am just going ahead and tracing my star 3 times. The trick is, since we folded our paper in half, we're going to have 2 sides. So now when we're cutting out our stars, we can just go ahead and cut through both sheets of paper and we'll get twice the amount of stars. So instead of getting 3 stars, we're going to have 6. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out these blues, and then I'm going to do the exact same thing for the reds. Now that we have our 6 red and 6 blue stars cut out, it's time to move on to the streamers. I wanted my streamers to be pretty long, so I measured them out to be about a foot long. And you'll only need 1 strip of each color. And these don't have to be exactly a foot long. You can make them longer or shorter, whatever you prefer. Now that all of our cutting and preparation is done, now we can put everything together. I'm going to start off by gluing my plate back together, so I'm just going to take one piece and glue it on top of the other piece, so it'll look like we never even cut it. Now that the plate is glued back together, we can go ahead and start gluing the stars on here. I flipped my paper plate onto the back, and that is where I'm going to put my stars. After gluing down the 3 blue stars and the 3 red stars, this is how my craft is looking so far. And now, what I'm going to do with the remaining stars is I'm going to put red stars in between these blue ones, and I'm going to put blue stars in between the red ones, so it'll kind of look like I alternated from the beginning. I decided to only use 5 red and 5 blue stars because in these parts here I didn't want the colors to overlap. I didn't want to have a red star on top of a red or a blue star on top of a blue, so that was just my personal choice. Now we can go ahead and glue our 3 streamers, and this time we're going to glue them on the front side so that when they hang down you won't be able to see where you glued them at. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to start from the middle and work my way out. So I'm going to start with the white. And there you have it. You have now created a really beautiful craft that you guys can use to decorate your houses for your 4th of July parties or your 4th of July cookouts. As always, I really enjoyed making this craft with you all, and I can't wait to make more crafts with you all in the future. Thank you all for watching the 3rd segment of Crafts with Jazz, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!